Welcome to Top Scholars, the Smart Learning app. Today, under quantitative aptitude, we are going to understand time and work. So, let's get started. We have type 1. What it says is, see, Aman can do a work in 24 days and Baban can do the same work in 8 days. If they start working together, then in how many days will their work be complete? Means what? एक situation है wherein Aman is there and Baban is there. We need to calculate in how many days they will complete the work, and the work that they do individually is given to us. So, based on the information, what do we do? See, let us say Aman is being represented by A and Baban is being represented by B. Aman, it is given, is taking 24 days and Baban is taking 8 days. So, this is the work that they can do in terms of the number of days. Now, we want to find out together how much time will they take to complete the work. For that, we need to know the total work that needs to be done, correct? Now, in order to find out the total work, what do? Is we calculate the LCM, that is the least common multiple between the two, 24 and 8. If we were to calculate the LCM, it is 24, correct? If we do the least common multiple, 24 will be 2 into 12. 12 is 2 into 6. 6 is 2 into 3, correct? We see for 24, it is 2 into 12. Now, 12 is 2 into 6, okay? And 6 is 2 into 3. So, 24, the least way, that least common multiple would be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, correct? And for 8, if we calculate, it is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2, correct? Now, least common multiple means we'll cancel out the same ones. So, it will be 2 into 2 into 2, which is nothing but 8 into 3. 8 into 3 is 24. So, we understand the LCM of 24 and 8 is 24. So, the total work is 24 units that needs to be done is what we understand. Now, given that total work is 24 units, that is in how many days will they complete the work together? For that, let us take the efficiency. So, the efficiency, if 24 units are need to be done and A is taking 24 days, so kitna din hoga? 24 by 24. So, 24 by 24 will be nothing but 1. The efficiency of Aman is 1 is what we received. Similarly, for Baban, if we calculate, it is nothing but 24 divided by 8. This 24, the total work divided by the work done by Baban in terms of the days. So, 24 divided by 8, it is 3. We understood the efficiency of Aman and Baban is 1:3. The question is saying how many days will they take to complete the work. Let us see how do we find that. Now, based on the efficiency, we understood 24 is the total work, correct? For A, it is 24 and for B, it was 8. The efficiency was in the form of 1:3, correct? So, in one day, A and B can complete 4 units, correct? The total units that need to be done is 24, correct? So, if in one day, they can complete 4 units together, that is for A as well as B, so 24 units will be completed in how many days? This is the question. So, it will be nothing but if we do the cross multiplication, 24 into 1 divided by 4. So, it is 24 divided by 4 means 6 days will be our answer. So, Aman and Baban, they can together complete the work in 6 days. Okay. Now, moving ahead to type 2, we have another question. What it says is, Kiran, Rakesh and Suresh complete the work in 12, 15 and 20 days. If they start working together, in how many days will the work be completed? Now, let us see, we have, suppose we have K, we have R and we have S. They are completing a piece of work and we need to find out together how much they will be able to complete. It is given that K is taking 12 days, R is taking 15 days and S is taking 20 days. So, our first step would be what? This is the work done individually days. So, we will find out the total work. How do we find the total work? We will calculate the LCM. LCM of 12, 15 and 20. An easy way to calculate the LCM is by taking the HCF. Why? Because LCM के अंदर ही HCF होता है, correct? So, LCM, in order to calculate the LCM, we will first take out the HCF and then the uncommon ones will be taken out. Now, what do I mean by saying is, see, if we see 15 and 20. 15 and 20 both are divided by 5. So, 5 is one of the common factor we understand, correct? So, we write down 5 here. Here, it will be 3 will be remaining, 5 3s is 15 and here 5 4s is 20, correct? Now, this 3 and 4 we see, 3 into 4 is 12. This 12 here again it is a multiple of 12, correct? So, we understand that 5, 3 and 4, 3 and 4 are nothing but the co-primes, correct? So, 5, 3 and 4 will be the LCM for 12, 15 and 20 in simple terms, okay? So, 5 3s is 15, 15 into 4 gives us 60. So, the total work we understand is nothing but 60 units, correct? Now, total work is 60 units, K is the one who is taking 12 days. So, in order to calculate the efficiency would be how much? Total work divided by the days that a person is taking, correct? So, 60 divided by 12 will be how much? It will be 5. So, we understand the efficiency of K is 5. Similarly, for R, if we calculate, it will be 60 divided by 15. 60 divided by 15 is 4. And similarly, for S, that is Suresh, it will be 60 divided by 20. It will be 3. So, K, R and S can do, or their efficiency of 1 days of work is 5 units, 4 units and 3 units respectively. So, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 gives me 12 units. So, in 1 day, 12 units are completed. The question is asking how many days will the work be completed. If in 1 day, together all 3 of them are working, 12 units are completed. In 1 day, 12 units. So, for 60 units, how many days will they take? Simple, 60 into 1 divided by 12 as good as 60 divided by 12, that is 5 days. So, our answer will be in 5 days, K, R and S will complete the whole work together. So, our answer will be 5 days. Now, moving ahead, we see one more type of the same concept, that is time and work. How do we solve the question? What do we have is, A can do a work in 10 days and B can do the same work in 15 days. Now, what is happening here? B is leaving. B leaves the work after 3 days. Now, what it means is, A and B, they do the work. A can take 10 days, B can take 15 days. But what is happening is, after 3 days, B is leaving the work. So, for the first 3 days, A and B, they together completed the work or they were doing the work, correct? After 3 days, B is leaving. And what happens is, B finishes the remaining work. So, for the first 3 days, A and B together, they did some part of the work. And then after 3 days, it was A alone who had to complete the work. The question is asking, in how many days the entire work will be finished? So, we understand the concept ki pehle A and B, they were working for 3 days. So, we will calculate the work done accordingly for both of them, A as well as B. Then, we will take only A into consideration who has to complete the remaining work. Okay? So, how do we do? Firstly, we understand that it is A and B who is doing the work. A can do the work in 10 days and B can do the work in 15 days. So, if I want to calculate the total work that needs to be done, total work would be nothing but the LCM of 10 and 15, correct? Both are divisible by 5. 5 2s is 10 and 5 3s is 15. And 2 and 3 are co-primes. Co-primes means what? There is no other multiple that is common between the two. So, 5 into 3 into 2 will be my LCM of 10 and 15, which is nothing but 5 3s is 15. 15 into 2 is 30. So, the total work that needs to be done is 30 units. Let us say we are taking in terms of 30 units. Now, 3 days, see, B leaves after 3 days. Means for 3 days, A and B, they did the work. So, their efficiency needs to be calculated. If 30 units are the total work, A can do it in 10 days. So, in 1 day, that is the efficiency of A would be 30 divided by 10. So, in 1 day, he can complete 3 units. Similarly, for B, his can do the work in 15 days. Means what? He is taking more number of days. If he is taking more number of days, means definitely his efficiency will be less. in that logic. So 30 divided by 15, we know it is 2. His efficiency is less means the number of days he is taking is more. Efficiency less, number of days more. Efficiency is high, number of days is less. So this is the logic behind it. 3 and 2. So in one day, they can complete 5 units is what we understand. Correct? Now, there is a twist. B leaves after 3 days. So for the 3 days only, we have to see A and B's work together. So in one day, they will do 5 units. Correct? On the second day, both are working. So again, 5 more units will be completed. Correct? The total work is 30 units. And on the third day, again 5 units. Correct? This is the work done by A plus B. Here also A plus B. And here also on day 3, A plus B. So 3 days, both A and B have done the work. How much work they have done? 5, 5 and 5. 15 units. The work is being done by A and B in 3 days. But the total work that needs to be done is 30 units. From 30 units, 15 units only has been done. So there are 15 more units that need to be completed. Correct? 15 more units are remaining. Given that 15 units are remaining, now this 15 units, A finishes the remaining work. Means 15 units are to be completed by A. In one day, A can complete 3 units is what we have calculated. Correct? So if in one day he can do 3 units, so for 15 units, how many days will it take? It will be nothing but 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 means 5 days. Correct? Now the question is asking in how many days the entire work will be finished. Entire work means 3 days for A and B and the remaining work for A alone. Correct? So A and B, they have taken 3 days and A alone has taken 5 days to complete 30 units. So total number of days will be nothing but 5 and 3. 5 plus 3. 3 for A and B and 5 for A alone. So 5 plus 3 is 8 days. So it takes 8 days to complete the whole work. Okay. So our answer becomes 8 days. Now let us see another type to understand this concept more. This, what it says is the question, we have now A, B and C. Prior we had only 2 people. Then another type we saw a person is leaving after X number of days. Here we have 3 people now. Let us see what the question is saying. It says A, B and C, they complete the work in 12, 15 and 20 days. This is a simple question till now. Further, what is given to us is they start working together and after 3 days, A leaves the work. Now what is happening? For 3 days, A, B and C, they are working. After 3 days, A is the one who is leaving. Now only B and C are remaining after 3 days. Correct? Further, when we read the question, it says after another 3 days, B leaves the work and the remaining work is done by C. How long will it take to finish the entire project? Now what is the scenario? There are 3 people, A, B and C. What is happening is after 3 days, A is leaving the work. Then after another 3 days, B is also leaving the work. So only C will be remaining at the last. The question is saying for the entire project, how many days will be taken? Simple, let us start. Firstly, we have A, B and C. They can complete the work in 12, 15 and 20 days. So the total work is the first thing that we will try to find out. The total work will be the LCM of 12, 15 and 20. Now we are aware how do we solve the LCM. First we take the HCF of any 2 numbers. Here 15 and 20 if I take, it will be 5 is the HCF. The remaining figures, that is 5 into 3 is 15 and 5 into 4 is 20. 12 is divisible by both 3 and 4. So I understand 5 into 3 into 4 will be my total work. Correct? Total work means the LCM. 5 into 3 gives me 15. 15 into 4 gives me 60. So I understand 60 is my total work. Now calculating the individual efficiencies. Efficiency of A will be 60 by 12. Correct? 60 by 12 is 5. For B it will be 60 divided by 15. 60 by 15 is 4. and for C it will be 60 by 20. 60 by 20 it will be 3. The total work in one day if all 3 are working would be 5 plus 4 plus 3. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So I understand in one day 12 units of work can be completed. So I write in one day when A, B and C are working, it will be 12 units. Correct? Now what is given to us is that they start working and after 3 days A leaves the work. So for 3 days A, B and C are working. So this is day 1. Let us say day 2. They are completing 12 units, correct? All 3 are working. And on day 3, more 12 units are completed, correct? All are working. So, by the end of 3 days, 12, 12 and 12 means 12, 3s are 36 units of the work is already been completed. A is leaving now. We will have only B and C. So, day 4, B and C they are coming and working. B's efficiency is 4 units per day. C's efficiency is 3 units per day. Together it is nothing but 4 plus 3. That is 7 units of work they can do in one day. So this 7 units is being done for 3 days. Why? Because after another 3 days B leaves the work. So day 4 they complete 7 units. Day 5 also they will complete 7 units and day 6 they complete more 7 units. So 7, 14 and 21. 21 units work is already done by B and C. Then what is happening is on day 7, B is also gone now, only C will be remaining. Let us see how much work is already completed. Out of the 60 units, 36 units are completed here, correct, in 3 days and in another 3 days, 21 units are completed. So, 36 and 21 means what? 57 units of the work is already completed. First is 36, then next is 21. So, 57 units are already done. Now, how much units are remaining to be completed? It is 60 minus 57 means 3 units are only remaining. Those 3 units will be completed by C. In one day, C can do how many units? It is 3. So, day 7, C has taken 3. So, we understand 3 units means here only 3 units were deficit. So, total 60 units are completed 36, 21 and 3 in this fashion. The question is asking how long will it take to finish the entire project. We have understood by day breakup, it is taking 7 days to complete the entire project. So, our answer will be 7 days. Okay. First 3 days A, B, C are working. Then for the next 3 days B and C are working. Then on the 7th day only C is working and finishing the entire work. So, 7 days the entire work will be finished for 60 units with respect to A, B and C. I hope with this easy representation, it becomes easy for you to understand as well as solve. So, subscribe for more videos and stay tuned with Top Scholars. Thank you.